Hi and welcome back. It's time to go to Westchester, Pennsylvania. Just a short hop, skip, and a jump from here in Harris-Chester to see one of the top drug testing facilities in the country. And it's very important because the integrity of the game is at stake and every bet you make has to be protected. You want to find out more? Let's watch.
Another piece of equipment here for screening.
Horse racing fans should have nothing to worry about when it comes to an even playing field, thanks to this multi-million-dollar testing facility located in Westchester, Pennsylvania. Led by Dr. Cornelius Uboh, the Pennsylvania Equine Toxicology and Research Lab is one of the top labs in the United States. This state-of-the-art facility is responsible for the screening of horse, human urine, and blood samples, making sure there are no foreign substances present. It's all about the integrity of the sport.
Integrity is one of the things that drives the industry. To maintain that integrity, drug testing must stand at the forefront of whatever the Commission tries to do, because that's where the Commission can provide a level playing field to all participants. Drug testing is very important. Drug use in horse racing is not as bad as it is in, say, the Olympics. Believe me that drug testing is far more regulated in the racing industry than it is in the Olympics with human athletes. So the aim is to continue to enforce it and to do it very well so that the message gets around.
Every racetrack in the state of Pennsylvania sends their samples to this facility.
We receive the samples here, and I want you to understand that when the samples arrive here, we don't know who the trainer is, we don't know the name of the horse, so we're absolutely neutral. We take the sample, and the issue is that anything that is not produced by the horse should not be present in the horse at the time the horse is racing. So we're looking at an entire package. All the drugs in the world there could be in that horse, so we have to look for them. And that's the greatest challenge that we face every day.
A research team of 20 tests about 50,000 samples a year, and the number is growing as more tracks begin racing. It's not easy to stay ahead of the game.
Technology. The Commission must be willing at any time to spend the right amount of money to bring in the right technology so that we can challenge what is in front of us. And I must say that the Commission does a very good job in terms of that.
Pennsylvania leads the way when it comes to their anti-drug policies, testing, and enforcement, and thanks to the efforts here and racetracks around the state, it's working.
Pennsylvania is leading in terms of anabolic steroids. It's leading the rest of the country. The first state to enforce the use of anabolic steroids in race horses. And Pennsylvania is doing it because the Commission wanted to make sure that it is done. The horsemen asked for a level playing field, and they're getting it.
The Pennsylvania racing community is proud they have taken the lead nationally when it comes to maintaining the integrity of the sport, guarding the health of the horses, and safeguarding the interest of the betting public. It's hard work, but well worth the endeavor.
I'm very, very proud of the excellent level of job that is performed by the Commission in terms of their neutrality, and that a level playing field is provided to all participants. And that is very important. The racing industry is not as bad as it is perceived to be. So the number of positives is less than 0.1%. So the Commission does a very good job, and I'm very proud to be part of that team.
That was an interesting piece, was it not? Drug testing in Westchester, Pennsylvania. Let's go back to Harris-Chester right here and take a look at Sunday, and Shannon has more on that. Shannon?
Thanks, Steve. Top-level condition pacers took the track on Sunday. The purse there was $30,000. A Rack Attack does step up off a second-place finish last time out. Sacrafella drops down in company and gets Tim Tetrick back in the bike. All over the place was a second last time out. Tony Morgan for trainer Josh Green. Here's the call.
Into the far turn, it's all over the place. He's in full command. He leads by 2 from a Rack Attack and Sacrafella. 3/4 in 1:22.1. They're approaching the top of the stretch, and all over the place holds clear by 2. A Rack Attack has gotten a perfect trip. Sacrafella is dropping back. Maltese Artist is 3 wide. Out widest of all is Lucky Lou, but all over the place holds clear a length and a half. A Rack Attack is closest to him. Lucky Lou on the grandstand side, but it's all over the place.
Wire to wire in a strong effort here. Tony Morgan and All Over the Place prevails. A Rack Attack and Dave Miller second. Corey Callahan on Cool Flying Fun third. Time of the mile 1:50 in 3. It was a seasonal best for All Over the Place.
And Morgan had 5 on the day, by the way.
Yeah, he did have 5 on the day. Big day for him. Now we're going to go to Pocono. Here's Steve.
Okay, one of the most storied races in all of harness racing is the Adios. The purse is $350,000, but that's not the real story. The real story of the Adios is it is steeped in tradition, and it's normally contested at the Meadows, but because of construction that's going on there, it's going to be at Pocono Downs this year. It'll be contested at about 5 o'clock this afternoon, so you have time to come out here to Harrah's Chester and get down to some of the Adios action. In the first Adios Alem, Dally with John Campbell and Lone Star Legend and David Miller went off as co-2-to-1 favorites. Here's the call with Roger Houston.
Dally with the lead. Lone Star Legend second. Goddesses Justin looking for some daylight. On the outside, Moonbeam down the stretch. They're deep in the Pocono Pike. Lone Star Legend, Dally, Goddesses Justin with a rush!
A real shocker in the first Adios Alem, as Tim Tetrick is off at 10-to-1. He would be 10-to-1 on a billy goat. Unbelievable. But he wins on Goddesses Justin in 1:49.4, the second fastest mile in the history of the storied Adios race. Second was Lone Star Legend and David Miller, and third for the trifecta, John Campbell and Dolly. In the second Adios Alem, Mystery Chase went off as the prohibitive 4-to-5 favorite, with Brian Sears, Upfront Hannah's Boy, and Todd J.H. Hanover were 7-to-2 co-second choices. Here's the call again from Roger Houston.
Around the final turn, it's Mystery Chase, continue to show the way. Tokyo now second. Up front, Hannah's Boy on the outside third, and down the stretch they come. Mystery Chase, the leader. Pocono Pike, it's a Tokyo with a rush. On the outside, Todd J.H. Hanover in the Pocono Pike.
Atachia, off at 9-to-2, was the first to make the top, only to be supplanted by the favorite, Mystery Chase. Took the 2-hole trip and he got up in a time of 1:50.2. Mystery Chase was huge in defeat and almost came back to win with Todd J.H. Hanover third. And with the third Adios Alem, here's Shannon.
Thanks, Steve. Sand Shooter was the post-time favorite. Major, General, and Shadow Play, co-second choice at 9-to-2. Here's Roger with the call.
Shadow Play is opened up now by 3.5. Sand Shooter second. Major General third. 3 wide on the outside. Blue Ridge Western fourth and coming on. It's that time on the inside at the 3/4. 1:20.1. 26-3. Third quarter. 1/8 of a mile to go. On top of the field, it's Shadow Play into the stretch. Racing second, Sand Shooter on the outside. Major General coming to the wire. Shadow Play, Major General on the outside. What's the timer going to read?
World record time, 1:48.2 for 3-year-old pacing Colts on a 5/8. That's Shadow Play and Dave Miller. Sent off at 9-2. Second, Major General and Andy Miller. Third, Sand Shooter and Tim Tetrick. Taking a look at the final here, slated for race 10 on Saturday. It will go about 5 o'clock post time today. The final goes for $350,000. As you'd expect, Shadow Play the elimination winner, 5-2 favorite here with Dave Miller. Second choice, Sand Shooter at 7-2 with Tim Tetrick. And Goddesses Justin, another elimination winner, 4-1 with Mike Wilder. Now more from Harrah's Chester. Monday, non-winners of 17.5. The first here, $24,000. Candy's Pool and Tim Tetrick sent off the post-time favorite. Second choice, the Midnight Owl and Ross Wolfenden. Third choice, Autopilot with Dan Dube. Here's the stretch. Western Bay and Darryl Beer, who owns Trains and Drive, scores here 51-1. Brett's New Journey and Tim Curtin at 7-1. If you're betting this race, the exacta paid over $1,100 with the favorite Candy's Pool right off the board. And third, Dan Dube on Autopilot, 153-1. That's a new lifetime best for Western Bay. Steve.
What a get-out exacta that was, huh? When we come back to the magic of TV, we're going to take you back 28 years ago to Brandwine Raceway, the Big B, 1980, and an invitational trot featuring the legendary trotter Lindy When we come back.